Ghost Believer.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ghost Believer. Got y'all a new video, a new spooky one, a new scarier one, more intense one than the last. And these are the top 8 scariest ghost videos caught on camera. So tune in. Let's find out if we can debunk these ones or if it's real. Let's go.
8. The Hotel Hallway. Late one night, a woman was walking through a hotel hallway. At first, everything seemed completely normal. The corridor was quiet, empty, and she was casually looking at her phone as she made her way down the hall. But just a few seconds later, something happened that left her visibly shaken.
Let's see how it's looking normal so far. Let's see how we do. See if we can survive. Oh, it grabbed her hair, bruh. Oh,
As she continued walking, a large decorative plant sitting in the corner suddenly tipped over and crashed to the floor. But that wasn't the part that caught everyone's attention. If you watch the footage closely, just moments before the plant falls, what appears to be a dark shadow briefly enters the frame and then
that's
disappears
scary. I didn't
almost
even catch that.
immediately. According to the woman, right after that happened, she felt a strong gust of air brush across her face. And interestingly, the video seems to support her claim. You can actually see her hair move as if something passed by.
Hey, good thing your boy don't have
What
hair,
makes the
right?
situation even
Don't gotta worry about
stranger is
that.
The hallway was completely enclosed. There were no open windows, no visible doors opening, and nothing obvious that could have caused that sudden rush of air.
That's
Startled by
scary.
what had
There's
just
no way to
happened,
explain that.
She didn't stick around to investigate.
There's no fan,
Instead,
no
she
AC
turned
that
around
could be
and
that
quickly
strong.
ran away
Like
from the
the
area.
plant dropping,
This is
the
one of those
shadow
videos
on the
that
door.
raises more questions than it answers.
This one's
The
hard to
plant
explain.
falling over
I'm
could
not
have
gonna
a
lie.
perfectly ordinary explanation, but the shadow-like figure appearing just before it happens, combined with the sudden gust of air in a closed hallway, is what makes the footage so unsettling. Maybe there's a reasonable explanation for everything that happened, but judging solely by what appears in the recording, it's hard not to wonder whether something else might have been there that night. 7. The Camera Test. Back in 2014, a video recorded in Brazil caught the attention of thousands of people online. At the time, the footage spread across forums, social media, and paranormal communities, quickly becoming one of the country's most talked about unexplained videos. And even more than a decade later, many people still remember it. The video begins in a very ordinary way. A group of friends had just arrived home. One of them was excited to test out a camera he had recently purchased. So he turned it on and started recording, simply to make sure everything was working properly. It was supposed to be nothing more than a quick camera test. But then something unexpected appeared in the footage.
Aí, fim da festa aí, pessoal. Comprei a câmera
having a
nova,
party?
vou vídeo no YouTube aí.
Enjoying themselves. Let's go.
A Josi capotada
Man,
já. Com
knocked
fone.
that
Aí,
over there in
Thiago,
the
a câmera
couch.
que eu comprei nova aí. Vermelhinha e tal. Vocês nem esperaram pra festa aí, né, mano? Meu Deus do céu, que porra é essa, velho?
The movement of that guy was kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like if he was on a hoverboard or something.
Cara, tô falando sério, vem aqui comigo, cara.
Tem nada aqui não.
Eu vi uma coisa assim, cara.
Tá louco, mano?
Maluco. Eu vou voltar a câmera.
He didn't go all the way in the bathroom.
As the camera records
I don't know. This one might be a
appears to be a
debunk.
figure suddenly passes by a window, moving behind one of the young men.
I think that's
When
one of the
person
homeboys
filming noticed
pranking
what seemed to have
or
been captured on camera,
acting like there's
he
a ghost.
immediately became alarmed.
I don't think this
Convinced
was
that someone
paranormal,
might have been
guys. What
walking
did you guys
around
think?
Outside the house, he and his friends went to investigate. They searched the area around the property, trying to find anyone who could explain what had appeared in the recording, but they found nothing. There were no signs that anyone had entered the
he
property.
didn't look all
No
the
one
way in
hiding
the
nearby,
apartment.
and no obvious explanation for the figure that seemed to cross the frame just seconds earlier. Ever since then, the footage has sparked countless debates. Some people believe it was nothing more than a prank between friends. Others are convinced that something far stranger was captured that day. But one thing is certain. Once you notice the figure moving past the window, it's hard not to replay the footage over and over
My man
again
said,
trying to figure out what really appeared outside that house.
6, you know what I mean?
The
Like,
bed. A young girl was alone in her bedroom, lying on her bed and scrolling through her phone. It was a completely ordinary moment. Nothing seemed unusual, but within seconds something happened that sent her running out of the room.
okay, she's just chilling, playing with her game on her phone. Oh, hell no.
While she was focused on her phone, the bed suddenly began to move on its own. At first, the movement is subtle. It's easy to miss if you're not paying
There's no
close
explanation
attention.
for that one either.
But as the
I'm
footage
not gonna lie.
continues, it becomes clear that the bed frame is actually
Her reaction looked
shifting.
very
The
genuine,
moment
like
she
shocked,
notices what's
and she was like,
happening,
"I gotta get out
she
of here."
drops her phone and immediately runs out of the room. And
That's how
honestly,
it felt
most
like,
people
you know,
would probably
very genuine.
react the exact same way. If you were sitting
I
in a
agree. I
bed
think
that
any
suddenly
person will
started
react
moving
that
by
way.
itself,
Kids,
chances are
adults,
you wouldn't stick
shocked,
around to
and then you
figure
run
out
because
why.
you're like, you're
The
trying to
clip
process
quickly
it. You know what I'm
spread
saying?
online and sparked a lot of debate. Some viewers are convinced it was staged. Others believe the girl's reaction looks far too genuine to have been planned. But even now, no one has been able to say for sure what really happened in that room. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. 5. The girl on the highway. This video first surfaced on Reddit, and the way it made its way online is almost as strange as the footage itself. The original recording was filmed off a monitor, and then someone else recorded that screen using a cell phone. Because of that, the quality is far from perfect. Even so, what appears in the video has continued to unsettle viewers for years. It all began when 2 truck drivers were traveling along Highway 5 near the town of Lynn, Alabama. It was late at night when something completely unexpected happened. Without warning, both men became convinced.
I'm not gonna lie, I give props to all the truck drivers out there because they go to some crazy routes. Like,
while waiting for officers
that
to arrive,
killings could have
they searched
happened,
the area
kidnaps
around
could
the
have
highway,
happened,
desperately
skinwalkers.
trying to
You know what I
locate
mean?
the
Like,
person
you
they
just don't know
believed
where
they
you're
had
getting
hit,
sent to
but
deliver
they
the
found
supplies.
nothing. When police
That's
arrived
scary.
and conducted their own search
And you gotta
of the
drive
area,
morning
the
all
result
the way
was
through
exactly
night.
the
You know what I
same.
mean? And then you gotta
There
stay
was
in
no
like
sign of
truck
anyone.
stations. You don't know
Sometime
who's gonna
later,
knock at your
the truck
door
drivers
or walk
requested
around the
access
area
to the
or it's in the
dash cam
forest.
footage, hoping
don't
it
know.
would help explain what had
Scary.
actually happened that night. What they saw left them stunned.
Just chilling, driving, and I feel like I see a person. Yeah, dude, I heard. I heard like if you can hear it, you can hear like a little boom, like they hit something.
Walking along
Like,
the highway.
bruh,
For a brief moment,
she's wearing a
it
prom
genuinely
dress and a
appears as though
backpack,
the
and
truck
she's got like her
collides with
hair
her.
done.
But that's
If y'all
where the
can-
story
if I
becomes
go back
even
and look at it,
stranger.
see,
After
look.
the incident, the drivers learned that this stretch of Highway
That's
5
strange.
is tied to an old local
It's like, why would she be walking
According to the
at night with
story,
no lights on?
roughly
You know what I
10
mean?
years
In the
earlier,
highway.
A teenage girl was killed in the same area after being struck by a truck. She
Poor
was
girl.
supposedly on her way home from her high school prom when the accident occurred. Since then, some locals have claimed that her spirit still appears along the highway late at night.
She was trying to
And
get
that's what
home.
led many people to ask the obvious question. Did the truck drivers somehow capture the so-called prom girl said to haunt
Poor
Highway
girl.
5? Or was it simply a misunderstanding caused by darkness, fatigue, and the conditions on the road? Whatever the explanation may be, one thing stands out. The fear in the drivers' voices and their reactions seem completely genuine.
I ain't like,
At
their
least
reaction is
in that
genuine for
moment,
sure. Because it's
they
hard to hit
truly
the brakes
believed
on a
they
truck
had
like
hit
that.
a real person. As always, we'll leave that decision up to you.
Guys, y'all made it to the end of the video. What did you guys think of these videos? Did y'all believe all of them were real? Did y'all believe some were sus? Could have been debunked? Y'all get scared? Y'all creeped out? Let me know down below. I'll catch you guys on the next one.